Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another recording of LEGO Marvel Superheroes. So before we jump into the level for today, it is... I've looked at the achievements that are left, now that we've purchased all the characters, which was several of the achievements, was having all of the X-Men, having all of the Fantastic Four, I think was one of the achievements. One of the ones that is still left is are some really weird ones. Like, for instance, you're supposed to make a custom character here named Trevor. What in the world does that have to do with anything? Let's see, hopefully I can spell it right. I will try this. Trevv. Who is Trevor? The achievement is called Toast of Crydon, but I have like no clue. Why is this O here so small? Interesting. So Trevor, how do you get the dot? Oh, you have to hit A, okay. So that's it. And then I guess I'll use that character for no reason. What that has to do with anything, I have no idea. There is destroy 100 enemies with the thing, and then there is transform into the Hulk 50 times. And then drive to the Baxter building as Magneto in the Magneto mobile. And then, let's see, as Colossus do a attack on Wolverine, a special throw attack, one of his attacks on Wolverine, as the Hulk do one of his attacks on Loki, and several other things. Now the achievements are listed, so it really doesn't matter. I mean, you can sit there and do it. You can go as the Hulk and just sit here and do this, transform out, and then hold down Y to transform back 50 times. Which means actually you'd have to do this 100 times, because the way the achievement's phrased, that means you transform out, that doesn't count, only transforming in counts. And I have been doing that quite a lot, but probably not 50 times. I really don't like when achievements sit here and just pick random numbers. Sure, like, just do this thing that you wouldn't possibly do in a real world situation an incredibly ridiculous amount of times. Even if we were playing all 15 of the story levels and as the Hulk, you're still not realistically going to transform in and out of the Hulk 50 times. That should be like 10 times. That's a realistic thing where, for joke achievements like that, that you might stumble onto it. But I guess since they're not hidden achievements and you know what you're supposed to do, it's not that difficult to do it. It's just a big old waste of time. Anyways, that's enough about talking about achievements. Let's jump into the story. The Trevor one's got me really confused. Let me know down in the comments what that's referencing.
Officially, Professor Charles Xavier's Institute for Higher Learning is an ordinary boarding school. But the truth is, it also serves as a home and shelter for young mutants with extraordinary powers, collectively known as the X-Men.
Come on, we need to rescue the students.
I don't think that sentence is correct. I don't think all the mutants in the Institute are the X-Men. I think Charles Xavier's hand-picked few characters are the X-Men. I mean, at least that is how it works in my mind. I wouldn't say as soon as you got accepted to the school you were an X-Man. That would be silly. Alright. So one of the areas we can get over here is this. Let's find a magnetic character. Oh, yeah, this guy probably can move through sand. Squirrel Girl probably has some
That metal
ability.
could be manipulated magnetically. Wow, that's a mouthful.
Agent Coulson talked right over the sound of the record playing backwards. So how many do we have right now? We need 7 and Stanley in peril. Oh yeah, and I exited it out so none of the duplicators are on. Or the detectors. Or anything else that would have been useful.
Hey, no.
Oops, turned on small characters. We don't need that on. That works. So the Sandman, like Sandman can make a gun show up, but it doesn't seem like it fires. Depending on the fire, Sand would put it out in the real world.
That ice beam of yours, how about using that?
I just did. I guess I'm wasting my time though, because I have all the detectors. Here, let's just move through this area. We have no desire for this to take longer than it should.
You should be able to move certain objects with your powers.
We got the one mini kit in this area already. At least it seems that way, so. Do that one too. Where's the doorway? What am I missing? I'm missing something. I know I've done this out of order. You gotta break this. Let's go ahead and break this staircase and assemble it. So I want to fly up to Deadpool here. Is there anything we can do? Not really. I can change the Iceman and put the fire out. I suppose. There's a, yeah, I can't break this yet. Of course, that would be a big mistake. So it feels like the red bricks were definitely going to be in the game right around where Deadpool shows up. And they chose against it because they made more game, which isn't a bad thing. Really? Yeah, if only more games would add so much
laser to cut a shape out of that.
add so much to their game that they end up having to move things around. There you go. Does that open the secret panel? Yes, that does. This is another one of these levels in the middle where they start to get long, just because there's a big old fight scene at the end of it. Well, the first level was like that too, if I want to be honest about it. In fact, they may all be like that. Who is this character? I thought this was Green Goblin. No, it's a Super Skrull. That's an interesting Lego crate. We've seen in previous Lego games they just like use that they make non-Lego crates, which I think is a big mistake. I think you can always design a cube out of Legos. It'd make more sense to blow up and break all of those than it would. Oh, I didn't know her shield worked that way. Interesting, her. Her psychic shield works. Of course, that wasn't the right thing to do anyways. The right thing was to psychically control this guy. And so I can't open the door anyways. Now I can break this door. Or wall. Where is... Here he is. Blow this up. It's a toilet. We have to plunge the toilet. Alright, pretty funny. Looks like there's another one in the next section. Nothing in the trophy case? Every time I transform, it just...
Telekinesis. I've always liked that word.
Every time I transform, it's electrocuting me again.
Put me down, you slimy toad.
Toad gets a lot more play than most characters. Interesting, I just turned into Storm in free play mode. The story mode should have done that too. That would have made a lot more sense, but in the story mode you have to actually hit Y. Alright, so we got a magnetic thing here we need to do. There's Magneto. So we figured out that only Polaris and Magneto seem to be characters we found so far that can use music. Here we go. Fix this chair. We need to, I guess, go to Storm. Doesn't look like there's any more collectibles. I assume that it's all in the next section. Come on, Jean Grey. Fix this chair. Particularly for this game, I think it would probably be nice if you could just hit start and skip scene. Skip to the next section in free play mode. There's just too much work has to be done. Of course, some of these levels are only taking me 30 minutes and we've only played them twice. Fortunately, there is no challenge mode in this game, it seems like. If there is, it must unlock. I mean, it's not realistic to believe there is one at this point. We're at 88% completed. If they unlocked a challenge mode at 100% completion, then I wouldn't do it just on that basis alone. So that like does nothing to blow that section up. Interesting. That makes no sense. I assume maybe there's a red brick opportunity there, but then there would have been 2 red bricks in this level. I have no electricity character. Interestingly enough. Just electrocute the Super Scroll as we go. I've also skipped the section where Beast talked to us. Interesting. So while the free play mode version of this level is effectively the same, there is definitely some things being left out. I think probably to our benefit. We've probably wasted a considerable amount of time in previous levels. Can I put this guy out? I also don't have like
require some extra muscle power.
I don't have a big character either. Unless the Super Scroll can turn into a big guy, which he doesn't seem like he can. Maybe one of the other characters can. Save Stanley. Excelsior. Pyro didn't get any development. I don't know if he even talks. I guess if we really start to investigate it, I bet you'd find a lot of the characters don't even talk, and it's just very cleverly not mentioned, so people don't, you wouldn't recognize it usually.
You should be able to glide across here.
Super Skrulls can fly. Blow that up. Really? 3 out of 5. These little ugly gargoyles. So I need Squirrel Girl, I believe. Does Squirrel Girl have claws? Yes, she does. Then we need a psychic character to take a jackhammer or chainsaw and cut it into an axe. There we go. There's another one. So those are like hedges. Those are bushes that have been cut into the shape of an X with probably not a chainsaw as much as a hedge clipper. Climb. See what's down here. Ah, a little sand thing. So the sand minion should work. It turns into a sand satellite that brings in a sand helicopter. Because that makes sense. One more needed. Let's fly over here. Jean Grey, use your telekinetic powers, and then Iron Man, use your laser beam. So right here, we need Mr. Fantastic. Let's see. I believe the sand guy could probably pass through this too. But he has to pass through the other one. So where is the other one? I'm gonna go ahead and change the Iceman into this. This opens this section. Okay, I see what we do now. Rolls back the carpet in a wavy fashion, which is kind of funny, considering they're bricks. Right, now can we now use Mr. Fantastic's ability? No. Magnetic. I personally would be terrified to
I'm
go down
afraid
that
your
tube.
attempts to stop me are too late. Failure to hand over the Tesseract will result in the destruction of your precious home.
I would be just completely terrified to go down a tube. I had no idea what. I mean, I know they have those at like water parks and things, but I still wouldn't want to go down that. So the question is, can the sand guy go through this? No. That's strange. Sandman can go through this, but Sandman's goons cannot. Let's see. Psychic Gene now. Fix the bridge. And let's just finish this level. We have everything we need. We have all 10. And we save Stanley. Break this door, hinge, break this door, hinge. Run through here. So, what in the world this is pointing at is wrong, because we've already collected this, and you can see it's spinning, and there's no way to recollect the things that we've already got. So the game's a little glitched out. Same seems to be true over here. It seems like they're very much pointing towards another thing we've already gotten. Well, at least it's not as bad as Lego Star Wars, which actually let me get 11 out of 10 once of all the weirdness. Yeah, let's see. And assemble that, assemble that. Put that one there, put that one there, open this, so we can jump down. Nope, still have to, I have to be on the ground to charge up. Fly through the air and charge this up. So I found a sideways generator in like 3 places that are like this. I don't know why I'm obsessed with the sideways generator. It's just a little weird that the game would be so inconsistent.
Of course. He knows I'm good with technology. And he knows you'll double-cross him at the drop of your helmet.
It's also kind of strange
Well,
so
that's no way to
his
treat a lady,
wheelchair was
Summers.
real. It was just Mystique. For a second there, I thought Mystique was taking the form of Professor X and his wheelchair, and I don't
Make sure
think
the
she could
children
do
are
that.
protected. I'll take care of these two.
I'm not even sure if she can drastically change her
No
size.
running in the hallway, please. How many times must I say it? No running in the hallways! Oh,
So we're at 30 minutes right now, and we still have this big
Beautiful,
Juggernaut fight.
isn't it?
Magneto!
We seem to have upset the natives. Deal with them.
don't you know who I am? I'm the
Yeah, we get it.
Now there were collectibles in this section. It's just that we've taken care of them all. So we need to be as Jean Grey for a while, so we can use our psychic ability. Oops. I could just save time and quit now, but I don't want to. In case this is the only time you've seen this level. For the people who... Right. So I'm trying to get back into the groove of using the telepathic ability. You have to be pretty far away. I hold down B and then hold down B again, I believe. But that's not working. So I'm gonna have to try something different. Alright, hold down B and then tap B, I guess. Alright, so there's something I'm supposed to do. Yeah. And they added a few characters to my free playlist. There we go. I take that, you take that one, and I go back and take this one. Gosh! Do you have to take out all these guys? I guess I do. He just swung somebody around with his tongue. It's a shame I can't just beat this guy up. Now I have to freeze him. And now I have to psychically fling him. That's a lot of actions you have to take. That should be half his health right there. And then, so we're gonna do this one more time. And when we do it one more time,
I know what you're thinking.
that didn't work.
Telekinesis. I've always liked that word.
So we have to get the box back on his head. Go, go, go! Oh man! Whatever I did, it didn't work. That didn't work. If they'd just stop throwing guys at me, so I can just focus on this. There. You just have to tap, then hold B as it's in the air. I believe is what's necessary. Put all this out. Use all of this
I know what you're thinking.
here. Over here. Assemble this. So, at this point, I think the battle should be over. We should freeze them, throw them, and be done. We've done more than enough actions in my life to show mastery. But instead of being done, you've got one more. Go ahead and change to the Hulk. See what happens if we just grab this. Okay, that helps, but I don't think I can just freeze the water as it is. Yeah, that doesn't. Well, let's see. We take that block of ice and just throw it. Oh, we can.
Oh my stars and
So
garters.
you can
What does that even
skip a small, very tiny portion of that battle by just breaking
Magneto got
it
away.
and
That is
throwing
most
ice.
unfortunate. I think that means we'll owe Nick Fury a few favors.
Got only 600,000 studs. Only 600,000. So I have no idea what I don't know. My guess is still 10 billion. I bet it will stop us at 10 billion if it ever stops us. It has to hit a max at some point. Otherwise you run the danger of somebody playing this game way too much and it just completely corrupting the save file.
I think this cements Stan the Man as the king of cameos.
A couple more gold bricks. Let's see what that comic book looks like, and then we'll drive the Magneto mobile to the Baxter building. It shouldn't be that hard. Let's see, fly over here. I don't know why I'm obsessed with achievements. I guess I just kind of want to get them all done if I can. I'd like to have a few games that had them all shown. Let's see. Still looks hand-drawn, although that scene looks pretty much like it was rendered. I'm wondering if what happened was they took the render screenshots of the game and then had somebody apply a shader to them or sketch over them or something like that. That would be a pretty decent way to do it efficiently, safely. So the Baxter building is, I believe, this building. So if we travel to this area, it says Baxter building. Yeah, the Fantastic Four is the Baxter building. Come on, game. So I want to turn into Magneto, come over here and summon the Magneto-mobile, and then I'm going to drive a little bit away from the Baxter building and then back. Let's see, Magneto-mobile. Where is it? Most of these cars I've never summoned in or used. They are pretty much useless. There you go, Magneto-mobile. So it just saved right there for something. And made a strange sound. Well, the car makes a strange sound. This thing floats. And then it doesn't move forward when I press forward. So what I wanted to say is something like Soho. That's good. So clearly we are not in the Baxter building area.
That passage would be too small for most people to get into.
This is a strange car floating over other things. Would not be very useful in races. Would not be very useful in anything. So here's the entrance to the Baxter building. I guess we could just swing around it. Why this isn't an achievement, I have no idea.
Check out the clutch.
I don't know if Magneto in some very old Fantastic Four or X-Men comic drove his Magneto-mobile to the Baxter building or what. This thing's falling apart. Alright, well that's that. The other things I'm gonna do off screen is I'm going to sit here and turn into the Hulk, and then turn out of the Hulk, turn out of the Hulk, turn into the Hulk, like I just did, and then we need the thing to clobber 100 enemies, and so my hope is that I can smash like people. Otherwise I'm gonna have to play as the thing as, yeah, I can't smash people, so
Buddy.
here's the thing in his future Foundation outfit. It's pretty cool. So because I can't smash bad guys, that pretty much means it's impossible for me in the overworld to get that achievement. I'm gonna have to just start playing him in free play mode, and hopefully he'll beat enough. And then there's Colossus. Where is he? Colossus, and then Wolverine. And he's supposed to do that, I believe. I believe that's an achievement. And then there is Hulk again, and Loki, which I tried this before and I'll try it again. Let's see, JKL. So I need my Loki partner to yeah, that's the one I needed to do. So that took a little bit of a, like, you have to kind of hit X and then let off, I think, to get that attack. So don't sit there and just tap like 3 X's. I think you have to hit X once maybe. I don't know what it took. And with those achievements done, though, I think I'll go and look at the other ones that are left, and we'll see what the other things that are required. I know that there are a few more that I want to get done. And the reason why, again, I'm doing them is because it's possible to do them. Since we're going to almost certainly get 250 gold and do 100% of this game, I might as well get 100% of the achievements. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.